Well, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kickoff is imminent. The teams indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that the duration of the evening, the clouds yet to open, but one suspects that they will pretty shortly, and when the rain comes, we are warned to expect plenty of it. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see him.
Brahim Diaz! Hoists it forward. Foden. Gaia. Cuts it out, and it's played forward. Well, they could break here. Gnabry. What an adventurous run from a defender. And that's been levered clear. Looks to clip it forward. Brahim Diaz.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Good idea, just poorly executed. Loose ball. Oh, real danger here. He's had a goal! Fabian Ruiz. Brings it forward. Brahim Diaz. It's come loose. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's been taken straight back. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz. Big chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
They've managed to get it away. Oh, the ball's come loose! Tries to get it forward quickly. Brahim Diaz. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
A chance that's created through very good grafting. Did well to get in the face of his opponent.
And he's has a goal! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Oh, that's an excellent try, and once he picked it up, he headed forward with real intent.
Keeper has beaten it away. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Gaia. Now surely! He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Forward. What does he try from here? And he has been fouled there. This is a great chance to take a lead. He'll fancy himself from here. He's had a crack. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Brahim Diaz showed plenty of zest, and he's through and all alone! Has a pop! They've scored! And that really is so impressive.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Done very well to intervene. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned. Brahim Diaz finds himself eased off the ball. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. And we've reached half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very tight.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. There's the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Now it's Gnabry. Gaia. Fabian Ruiz. Brahim Diaz. Oh, he wasn't being fooled. Well, the crowd clearly liked what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. And here's Gnabry, nicely controlled. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. The referee's had a good look and given a corner. It away. Foden battles to win it back. Oh, he's found him in space. Foden was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Quarter of an hour into the second half. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
It's a great ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Well, that's not going to go down too well with his teammates. Foden. Oh, good interception. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
And it's Gnabry. Gnabry goes looking.
Well, we don't need to guess that they expect plenty of ball into the box.
Yeah, it's quite a crowd scene in the middle now.
Well, it's a situation that requires resilience now and plenty of fighting spirit. It has to be matched.
And the shot! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And it's hoisted clear. Gaia.
Pontevedra are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
And it's Verratti. Dybala. Gabriel has a hit! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Pontevedra surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that's a throw-in. Dybala. 5 minutes left on the clock. Kimmich with a delicate ball. Oh, that is on! Has a pop! Oh, yes! It's there! And that has raised the roof! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Gaia in with the challenge. 2 minutes to be added on. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Dybala.
And it's Verratti. Kimmich.
Dybala.
Gets it back. And time is up. And in the end, it got away. They just weren't allowed to build on their lead. They lost their lead, and they lost the game. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict.
Gets up to head it! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
All the way back, and they start again. And they've been caught out here. And the finish! Goal! An act of charity gratefully received. So, a breakthrough already. Rice plays it out to the wing. He's left his man. Vinicius Junior. And the shot! No mistake! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. So the referee's awarded a free kick. Llorente. Ricardo Pereira. Ricardo Pereira switches it towards the other side. Mbappe. Rodri. And it's Messi. Gets it back. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's there to cut it out. They've managed to get it away. Rodri. Forward it goes.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. And the counter is on. Oh, that is lovely footwork. It's a long ball, but it's not hit its target. Rice. It's Bernardo Silva. Messi. Well played, he saw that coming. Rice, approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Rice. Oh, what a ball! Messi. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Llorente. Isaac. Bernardo Silva. Has a hit! What a sensational save from Ederson!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
This possibly the last play of the half. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
So off we go once more.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Rodri is the guilty party there. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Llorente. And it's Messi. And now the breakaway. He's got away. Hoists it forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's played forward. Llorente. And here's Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but little doubt that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Mbappe. Rice battles to win it back. Vinicius Junior. Isaac. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Messi. Messi. Deftly done. It's gone a long way up and away. Rice. Vinicius Junior. Rice. Llorente. Messi.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
No question that's a foul.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Looking to force his way through. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Llorente. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. That could spell trouble. Gets away from his opponents. Mbappe. Defending was strong and firm. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Ricardo Pereira gets into the right position to intercept. Goes direct to the front line. Messi gets on the end of it. Bernardo Silva, timely intervention. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rice. Bernardo Silva. Ball through needs to be good here. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. 3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Ricardo Pereira.
This game seems as if it's going to go beyond the rescue point, so they need a goal and fast just to raise spirits and at least give their fans something to cheer.
Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Tries to get it forward quickly. Bernardo Silva plays it long. Foot in. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that's been won straight back. Referee's given a throw. It's Bernardo Silva. 2 minutes to be added on. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. Your reflections then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This one of the great amphitheatres of... He's had a goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Martinez simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Repelled by the keeper. Rodri. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Good idea, just poorly executed. Plays it out to the flank. Rodri. And he's there to cut it out. Forward it goes. Could move up a gear here. Martinez plays it out to the wing. Mbappe. Out to the right. Just brushed off the ball there. Neymar. Still goalless at the moment. Looking for a decent ball in. Plays it back. Hits one! Decent enough try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Rodri. Still a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Ricardo Pereira. Martinez. Rodri. Rodri plays it forward. And it's Cancelo. And here's Neymar. Martinez. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Has a hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
João Cancelo. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Martinez. Neymar. And he's cut it out. Good clearance and very necessary. Strong punch. it's Cancelo. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Martinez. Over to the left. Oh, they could break here. Martinez. Big chance! Goal! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Let's put a stop to that. Spinazzola. The breakthrough came in the final moments of the first period, and the score is 1-0. That's a throw. Turns and goes back, and the finish! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper. That's the whistle for half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. How to review the first half?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're already back underway here.
Champu going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage.
Shoots! It's broken loose! Oh, real danger here! Deep cross. Hoists it forward. João Cancelo. Neymar. He's pinged one through here. He's got away. Oh, surely! It's a throw-in. Not a good throw at all, really. He's given away possession cheaply. Tries to get it forward quickly. Built as the single goal between the sides. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Drilled in low. And now they can launch a counter. Ricardo Pereira. Rodri. Almost an hour gone. Sergio, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
It's on a play, and the shot! In it goes! They have come roaring back!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
And That has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
João Cancelo. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Martinez. Danger averted for now. Rodri did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Neymar hits one! Last-ditch defending, but that'll... and the volley! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there. Champu showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Mbappe.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Gets wrestled off the ball. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. Changes here from both sides, in fact. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And the counter is on. Mbappe. It is a corner. And the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Great leap! Xhaka crosses it in low.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here. They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Good ball. Now it's Neymar. Neymar! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And that's it. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you. It is great to have you along for this much-anticipated game, and of course we want to get through it as promptly as possibly we can, because, as you can see for yourself, there have been major weather issues today. The officials have made absolutely sure that it is safe, it's okay to go ahead. Nothing has been left to chance in terms of preparations. Those have been meticulous, and understandably, when you take into account these most testing of conditions, all of the efforts to ensure this game is played under normal conditions have been carried out, and we hope for a proper game which reaches its conclusion. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll...
In with a header! Harmlessly behind.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Forward it goes. Savage. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Oh, off the bar! Chip through. Neuer gets it away. And it's been taken straight back. Vinicius Junior. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Now it's Messi. And it's Bernardo Silva. It's a promising ball. Chance! Cut out in the nick of time. And he heaves it forward.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them...
Goes for goal! It's there!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Rice tries to get it forward quickly. He's got the ball, he's got the space. Saka. Savage. Savage looking to get on the end of this. They've won a corner. Messi. Bernardo Silva gets it back. Ball through needs to be good here. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Out to the right. Messi opts to play it back. Now surely. It's broken loose. And that's been won straight back. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Approaching half-time and still behind. He'll make something happen now.
To lift with a fine tackle.
Hoists it forward.
Saka.
Bernardo Silva. And he's cut it out. Rice. Floats one over. Nicely worked. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And the game has already resumed here. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, good interception.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Rice. Savage proves too strong there. Gets it back. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Rice. Messi. Well, try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Quick look, hits one! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
There's a long ball. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Out for a throw. And he's going long. De Ligt needed to come up with a better ball.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Brings it forward. And here's Messi.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Looking for space out wide. Gets into some space. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Looks to clip it forward. It's out for a goal kick. sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. And they've been caught out here. De Bruyne. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, at the moment, their chances of getting back in contention look slim. They're not exerting enough pressure. Simple as that.
Forward. What does he try from here?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Gets away. He's gone for it. Oh, taken with style. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Got changes here from both sides, in fact. Things starting to look very comfortable. And it's De Bruyne. It's come loose. Rudiger is the guilty party there. Rudiger positions himself well and cuts it out. Oh, what a ball! Griezmann brings the ball forward. Griezmann shoots! And the keeper barely had to move.
Well, from a good position, the keeper really ought to have had to work harder.
Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? And he's away. Alisson demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Well weighted. He's got away. Griezmann. And it's played forward. Mane. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Griezmann. That's gone a long way up and away. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. No joy for the players, nor indeed for the loyal fans. It has ended in defeat. A thoroughly disappointing outcome. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody. It's Kane! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And it's Kane. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well weighted. Now it's Messi. He's gone for goal. Decent hit and on target. Savic. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Going through.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Rice drives it forward. Play for a throw. Hoists it forward. Plays it over to the other flank. And that's been won straight back. And it's played forward. He spotted the run and played him through. It's anyone's ball. Mane unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Out to the right. Tries to get it forward quickly. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Well played, he saw that coming. Still goalless at the moment. Vinicius Junior. It's a throw in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Saka. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, that's neat. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Vinicius Junior. Van Dijk. And it's Mane. Keeper sends it forward. Oh, good interception. He's found his man. Oh, that's nice. Vinicius Junior. Messi! He's done it! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Gets away from his opponent.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Vinicius Junior. Rudiger. Rice. And we hit half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
So we're just settling back into this second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Rudiger. Has he found his man? That's a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Gets it back. Savic. He's had that put on a plate, and the shots! Really well taken goal. The second half off to a spectacular start. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way. Well, it's looking a lot better for them now, and as long as they don't just get a little bit too cocky about this spell in opposition territory and leave themselves open to a slick counter-attack, they've still got to play with the right purpose and keep an urgency about what they're doing.
Savic. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Messi. Rudiger. Plays it out to the flank. Tries to switch the play. Rice. Van Dijk. Mane. And here's Kane. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Well, he's obviously been identified as a menace, and they're dealing with him accordingly. I think we can expect more of the same.
Forward it goes. Now it's Messi. Gets the better of his man. Rice. And this is... And the shot! It's being played forward. That'll be a throw. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Brushed off the ball there.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Across the field it goes. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bernardo Silva. Messi. Could be thinking about a shot here. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's Bernardo Silva. Vinicius Junior.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Lovely bit of skill. Conte. The final 5 minutes.
Well, both sides.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Vinicius Junior's cross.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
He's cut loose. Out towards the flank. He gets past his man. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's come loose. Ball's out on the left now. Beautifully done. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And that is that. Well, somehow they turned it round. Every ounce of energy, emotional, physical, mental, is spent. That is some win. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me